Good morning, everybody. Happy 2013 as it continues to be absolutely amazing. This weekend, the 12th, come on down, hang out with Rolly. She'll be here all day watching the shop with me, putting her to work. Security, usually, she runs to the door every time someone comes through. We've also got our 10-year anniversary coming up on February 1st. We're going to be doing something special. Look for the email. We haven't decided exactly what we're doing yet. Well, we know. We just haven't told anybody. We've also got the ECV Press Sketch a Day. Go to Facebook, look up ECV Press Sketch a Day, and join us. The goal is one sketch every single day in 2013. We're a week in. It's pretty rough sometimes to get up in the morning and want to do it, but you do it and you always feel better. So check that out. All right, the new books this week. We got a score of books in for the kids. These are just two examples, but DC brought in all their characters, and it is a story along with pictures. So these are really neat and a lot of fun. It gives you a chance to read to the kids. They get to see the characters as well. For the Firefly fans, this book is beautiful. It is a huge hardcover, great pictures, stories of behind the scenes. You've got the scripts of every single episodes, little captions that'll drop or they'll pop up that talk about things that were going on, from the costume designers to the writers to the characters and their experiences. Excellent, beautiful book, hardcover, and really, really nice. I'm going to get one, and I don't have much more to say on that. This week, Star Wars. This is the one I was talking about on Facebook. This is the one that I think everybody's going to want to get on if they're Star Wars fans and if they're looking for a Star Wars title or if they just read the Star Wars comics. It takes place after the first movie. The rebellion's on the run. The Star Destroyer is destroyed. Vader's hunting him. Han is off doing his own thing. Leia and Luke are working with the rebellion. They're trying to find a new home for the rebellion, and things start to go wrong. We start to get some mysteries, and we're going to get all of our favorite characters off on their own. But Brian Wood's writing it. The art was great. It really made you feel like you were watching a Star Wars movie. You could almost hear the music in the background. It was a really great read. Coming off of last couple weeks, love it or hate it, Spider-Man is now gone. These are spoilers. If you have not heard about Spider-Man 700, come out of your cave, because it's been everywhere. It's been all over the news. It's been on the websites. Spider-Man is technically around. Otto Octavius put his mind into Spider-Man's body, switched him essentially, left Peter Parker's mind to die in his frail old body, but because Peter is still in there and Otto has all his memories, and because Peter made a last-ditch attempt while he was dying to flood Otto with all of his memories, he's got some residual Pete. He's doing the right thing. He's trying to become a new Spider-Man. But what's really interesting is this is not just Peter Parker as we know it. Otto didn't just turn into Pete. He's still Otto. He still talks differently. He still acts differently. He's trying to do the right thing, but it's not in his nature, so you'll see him not doing the right thing or jumping into a situation and realizing, why am I doing this? One of the interesting things that was in 700 was Otto, after he got into the body and realized just how powerful Peter Parker was, he realized how easily Peter Parker could have taken him out, could have taken all of the other villains out, but it was his restraint and it was the fact that he was doing the right thing that held him back. So they're exploring more of that in Superior Spider-Man #1 that comes out this Wednesday. Another one that's been continuing, if you've been reading Swamp Thing or Animal Man, they're in Rot World. The Green and the Red are fighting the Rot. Animal Man and Swamp Thing have both been transported to a future where the Rot has won. The world is overrun. There's only a handful of heroes left. They're trying their best to set things right so that when they go back, essentially for Animal Man, his family is safe and his daughter, who is supposed to be the Queen of the Red, is saved. But we keep flashing back and forth. His daughter's being attacked by the Red in present day. Animal Man's doing his best to try and stop the Rot, in the future. Frankenstein shows up in this one because the last issues of his dealt with that. And so we've got an army of Frankensteins. We've got a few last ditch heroes. You got Black Orchid. There's a Green Lantern of the future. You've got Steel. You got Beast Boy, and of course Swamp Thing's coming in too. So that is continuing with Lemire on that book. More Buffy. You got Illyria showing up. I'm a little behind on my books for Buffy, but I will be catching up quickly. Seems like it just came out, but 106 for Walking Dead is there. This one was interesting. I've looked it up online. It is a popular web comic that they're now turning into a book. So that's starting up, and it was an interesting story. it's like a real combination between manga and classic American comic books. So it was a good morph. Clone, Rip, that's been a great one. There's Action Comics, opens up on the very first page with the Legion of Superheroes, so that I am absolutely sold on. We've got more Battle Royale and Avengers style. Oh, this one was great. Warzone. This Avengers are taking out Punisher. Well, they're attempting to. Each issue, rather than them go at him as a whole, because that would be too smart, one of them finds him, and Punisher ends up pretty much taking out the Avengers. It's a lot of fun. You get to see Frank Castle. As we don't really see him, a lot of the times he pops up in other books, and we just see the guy with the gun. Warzone is showing you something different. This has been another really, really good one. They're not dealing with Thor as a superhero. They're dealing with Thor as a god. We're getting 3 different stories wrapped up in here. One in the past, one in the present, one in the future, all dealing with the same villain and all kind of coming to a head and wrapping it up. It's a god killer. Thor's on his trail, continually finding new gods that have been killed by him. And we get to see again where it started, where it is now, where it could eventually go. Thunderbolts, meet Sinestro. I don't know who that's supposed to be. I'll read it, I guess. I haven't read that one. And Cable and X-Force number 3. Thank you very much, you guys. Oh, for you Sam Keith fans, he is in town this weekend, and he's going to be over at World's Best on Saturday. Get out your Max Comics, get out your Hollows, head on over, say hi. Boom. Turn that damn machine off.